What is up? We are back live and we are hanging out today on this beautiful Monday. Wherever you're at in the world, I'm in Springfield, Missouri, and I get to be with a couple of my favorite people today, a couple of people that are really changing the game when it comes to leads and marketing. Please help me welcome from Level Up Leads, JaVaughn Spencer and Betsy Barr.
Ooh, ooh.
Hey,
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 hey.
hey, thanks so much for having us, Cody. Wow, this is so exciting.
I love it. You're normally in Hawaii. You're in Tennessee because you're
I
traveling.
am. That's
Yep.
correct.
And then JaVaughn, where are you located today?
I'm in Beaufort, South Carolina. So I'm
Let's go, man.
I'm by the water.
I love South Carolina. I really do. For those that are jumping in, today's topic is on how this part-time life insurance agent, and we're about to bring her in a second, by the way,
That's
wrote
right.
$127,970 in her first 7 months. First 7 months, by the way. Okay.
First
That
seven.
never happens using Level Up Leads. Okay. So we're about to bring her in. As you guys are joining, man, let us know where you're watching, right? We're in Missouri, Tennessee, and South Carolina. Let us know where you're watching. What location are you in? Where are you hanging out? Are you in your closet, your basement, your office, your private jet hanging out? I don't know where you're at. Okay. But I'd love to know. Minnesota, Florida,
Ooh,
Texas, California,
Cali.
Columbus, Connecticut,
Marion,
South
okay.
Carolina.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
That's we got.
Texas,
Orlando,
Florida.
Texas.
I'll
Do we
be
have
in Orlando
anybody? Do we have
tomorrow.
anybody else in Hawaii that I can hang
No,
out?
Betsy, no,
What?
no.
Surely there has to be somebody.
Surely somebody, anybody in Hawaii, if you're on the call and you live in Hawaii, please identify yourself.
Please identify yourself. I'm in Honolulu.
We would love that. Oh my gosh. We would love that. Well, guys, I'm excited, man. You guys have a special operation running. You guys really, really care about agents. You also have your own agencies and you sell a bunch of insurance as well as doing all the other crazy stuff that you guys do. I don't know how you find time, but you do it.
We
Cody, the secret is we just don't look at it. We just don't when we realize what we're doing and put it on paper, that's when it's like, how do
What?
we
How? So we
yeah.
just keep going. We just keep going.
So we
Yeah.
got a great team. Honestly, we couldn't do it without our team. Like we, hands down, we have one of the best international teams that we can, and I say international because they allow us to open the door from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. to help to help agents, around our schedule, so that, so we can be as visionary as possible, but without the team that we have in place. But guys, what you're seeing is we're not the new agent. What you're seeing, all of this creation came from this young lady right here. She was the prototype. She was Agent A, right? And that's why it's so unique. And a large part of her success and watching it, because I was front row, like, wow, we had to really condition the other agents to it became good, it became really good, and became stop comparing to her because she's different. It was like pause, right? So I want to preference everything. Her, Cody, I would love you to speak to her, find out her truth, but I also want to let it be known that results vary. She's not normal. Her why, her story, everything, and what we were able to see and take part of that was be able to take it to the whole Henry Ford plant and scale it and make it what Level Up is today. But we just want to introduce, it's only right, our first time on CATV, and bring it to how it all started. And we had no planning, no training, just all our words is share your truth, right? If it's bad and we make mistakes, just share your truth, and that's how we do it. So further ado, Miss Nikki Stern. Hey.
Let's go. What is up, Nikki?
Hi, guys. Hi, Cody. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Excited you are here. Thank you so much for being a part of the webinar. And you know what? The whole webinar title was based off of your success with Level Up Leads, which is amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you. It amazed me too.
I love it. Did you realize that you would be pulling off what you are pulling off in the industry, or do you have to pinch yourself, or did you know you'd be super successful really quick, or like how'd all that work?
I didn't even realize and depending who's listening right now, they're going to cringe. I didn't even realize that those were my numbers until JaVaughn and Betsy told me that 2 days ago.
Shut up.
I am not the best with numbers. I have no background in numbers, anything, or insurance, but I'm a worker. I'm a hard worker, and I was determined to make something happen. So
Yeah. That's amazing, by the way. For those that don't know, what's your story? Let's share your story really quick. Like, what did you do before? How did you find insurance?
So I'm a teacher, and I'm still currently a teacher. I took,
that's
just like Betsy was a teacher. I took a couple hours off this afternoon to be here to do this, which is awesome. So my backstory, I've been in education for 20 years. I knew from the first year I was in education that I didn't want to do it forever. But for whatever reason, life happens, and you just start going with the flow, and you have kids. I have 3 daughters. I'm married, all that good stuff. And you just get into your groove and keep doing what you're doing. And then I started getting restless, because I have this restless side of me that always wanted to do more, just didn't know what it was. So I got on Indeed, started searching around, came across this ad that told me I could help people pay off their mortgages. It was a mortgage payoff program at Cody. I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't know it had anything to do. I'm sure it said life insurance, but I don't always read everything. I just kind of jump. And so I didn't know what it was. So I had like a little interview, met JaVaughn. He asked me why I wanted to get into life insurance. I said, I don't want to sell life insurance. What are you talking about? He's kind of like, Nikki, what you're doing, whatever. We don't have time for that whole story. It takes too long. But I knew I liked JaVaughn, and right away we hit it off, and we shared like a belly laugh through the screen, because I didn't want to sell insurance, and here I was interviewing for an insurance position.
That's amazing. I love JaVaughn too, by the way.
I know, instantly I knew we clicked. And then he asked me if I needed to talk to my husband or do anything. I was like, no, I don't have to talk to him. Like, I'll just tell him what I'm doing later. Like, why are you even asking me that, buddy? So, and my husband just got licensed, by the way, which is super exciting.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, now like 10 months later. But anyway, then I actually ghosted JaVaughn for 6 months. Then we didn't speak. And I went back to my normal life, had a little bit of a midlife crisis. A bunch of things started happening in my family with my kids and some health things and whatever. And I had a little breakdown, and I just thought, 20 years passed, I haven't made any changes. I do want to make a change. What do I do? And a long story short, I asked for a sign from above, and honest to God, 5 seconds later, JaVaughn Spencer texted me a couple months after we had spoken. And all he said was, I hope you and your family are doing well. And that just hit me. And I thought, well, that's my sign. He sent me a video on the power of not quitting that he did, the power of not quitting on yourself. And it was so powerful that I said, I'm ready. I'd like you to be my mentor. What do I have to do? And I just came in and trusted the process.
Yes, you did, by the way. Right? Yes, you did. I love it. I love it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Betsy, what do you think about all that?
I'm just like ready to like get up and cheer for Nikki. I mean, she's just amazing, because like, I know you guys haven't been in the level up, like in our check-in calls and hearing Nikki, but I promise you, like, people are in there going, how can I be like Nikki? I want to be like Nikki. And all Nikki does is she just works. Like, she's worked. And I mean, just look at her. She's so awesome to listen to. You just like are inspired just by listening to her. And I mean, people just love Nikki. They're so drawn to her, and she puts in the work, and she's awesome. And she helps me put up with JaVaughn.
I love it. That's right. I love it. Nikki, I'm tagging you on Instagram real quick. What's your IG? You know that?
JaVaughn, can you please unmute JaVaughn? Can you talk? Both of you, not me.
So Cody, this is even more real. Wow. I've been only trying for 6 months to get on social media. This is why
she's not on social.
She's not on
social. And guys,
we told her, please get a LinkedIn.
This was not set up. I didn't know that.
I've been trying, like, this is how I know it's all level up leads, because there is no social. There is nothing that you can tag her in. I've been trying to, I hope this is in front of all of you agents that are seeing this, of what this looks like, because I've only been trying, and she doesn't, so
Nikki, we love you.
social,
we love you, Nikki.
We love you.
She's just real. Like, she's a teacher. She's not going to teach. You know what I mean? Nikki,
very kind. You can tell a big heart, you know. What was your experience like for, we'll take a few more minutes to talk about, you know, you and your story and your testimony. What was your experience like with Level Up? What did you like? What did you not like? All that.
Yeah. So when I came in, I mean, and I'm direct to JaVaughn, you know, and when I came in, I mean, Level Up was opening up its doors, and that's all I know. I've not ever worked another lead. I've only ever done Level Up. So, and I made the conscious decision when I came in without having an insurance background or really a sales background or anything, just said, if you want to be successful, you have to follow the people who have done it, and you have to follow successful people. So I made that conscious decision and just followed honestly, whatever he told me. He would say I don't listen very well all the time, but I did make that decision to follow, you know, whatever he had in place for me. That's just what I did.
I love it. It's amazing. And like, there's a lot of options out there, right? When it comes to marketing and leads, like, you know, people can give away, you know, free stuff and like get cheap leads, and like, you know, vendors, typically their goal is like, hey, how can I scrounge as much margin and profit off of every agent as I can, you know, like, so what is that? Like, what are the conversations like, you know, how's the process when you get a lead? What's that like when you call them? What's that like?
Yeah, well, these leads, I mean, 100% they've requested your help. I mean, that was all I needed to know. I wasn't cold calling anybody. Like, I was terrified to make phone calls, even though people were requesting my help. But, you know, they've asked for your help. The CRM is communicating with them too, our virtual assistant, Sam. There's a little learning curve there, but Sam's awesome. And
Go Sam.
yeah, Sam, Samuel, Samantha, whoever it might be. I made the mistake, you know, when I was brand new, I made a ton of mistakes. I communicated as Sam a couple times, like it doesn't matter. We don't have time for all of that, but
You're human, believe it or not.
yeah, I made a mess. I didn't know what I was doing, but the conversations with clients, I mean, even if I'm not selling them something or something doesn't happen right away, they still did request my information, and then the system keeps up with them, and it might not have occurred that first week, but 5 months later it does. And that was something that I realized right away because I was working consistently every day. You know, I came in part-time, I'm still teaching. And I had a conversation with JaVaughn that I'm a little nervous because I can't be full-time. And he just stopped me. He's like, full-time is a mindset. You know, you can be full-time if you're working in the hours that you set aside to work. Yeah. And that shifted things for me. So I knew if I had 2 hours on a Monday, I was going to work as hard as I could in those 2 hours. And I'm on the East Coast, I'm in Pennsylvania. So I knew if I was going to have a busy, you know, Tuesday at school, then I was going to get licensed in California so I could work California leads after my school day was over. So there's ways to work around things, you know, when you're doing other jobs or you have life. But I do want to say, probably when you ask about the leads, one of the biggest keys, I think, to my early success was recognizing that leads are the lifeline of your business, no matter what phase of the business you're in. So I just needed to continually invest in them. And even if it didn't pay off that first week, it might pay off in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months. So what JaVaughn and Betsy are doing now with like Level Up Essentials and all, I mean, it's just crazy. It's amazing.
Keeps
just
evolving.
to have that continual flow of leads is everything.
Yeah, and it's exploded the last year or so, you know, like 10 months or whatever. Like, it's kind of crazy. If you guys are enjoying Nikki's story, give us a yes in chat. Show some love for Nikki as she's jumping on, hanging out with hundreds of agents today, just sharing her story, which is so cool. If someone's considering Level Up, what do you think they should do?
I don't even think it's a consideration. Like, what are you waiting for? There's no other, I mean, of course there's other options, but no other options give you as many benefits as Level Up does. And JaVaughn and Betsy.
Powerful. So powerful. Nikki, you're awesome. Betsy and JaVaughn, any other words, thoughts, questions for our amazing, my new friend, Nikki Stern?
Nikki, we love you.
No,
Oh,
Nikki,
I love you guys too.
I just wanted to highlight to everyone that she even bestowed my, you know, you got to remember, she ghosted me for 6 months. I never let her let that down, but, you know, but I recognize that was truly God's timing, because had she come in 6 months before, Level Up wasn't ready. Level Up wasn't where it needed to be to put her onto a platform. And what we were able to see was that with consistent inventory, with being transparent on the ads, with just educating that agent, you can take someone, because remember, Cody, back then, just a few months ago, digital was for advanced. Everyone just thought you had to be advanced. I got to know. And we took someone that was just hardworking and very, very, very coachable, and had the desire to win, and put them on platform. And now what I've seen is so many Nikki Sterns duplicated, because now we took the DNA of what was so successful for her. Because I can say I wrote 100, you're going to see what I wrote, and no one cares because I've already been successful on other platforms. But taking someone brand new, it gave us that hope that, you know, if they work hard, they can have success, you know. So
and we then we did just get a really good question I want to ask you, Nikki, before you leave. How many leads did it take to achieve your AP? So like you talk about like, okay, how many leads a week, how much you're spending. Like when you do 127 grand in your first 7 months, they assume you're investing a lot naturally.
Not as much as in other platforms. And that's, I have learned that as much as I don't know my numbers. I know that. So 20 leads a week is, I think, that's what I committed to from the beginning.
Yeah.
Actually, I started with 10, wasn't because I was afraid. Just for a couple weeks, I started with 10. I was afraid nothing was happening, upped it to 20, and then everything started to click, and stuck with 20 a week.
That's amazing.
Which is why Essentials is 20 leads a week.
I mean, you're going to hear about Essentials here in a little bit, because we love what it can do for agents, but you guys are going to see so much of Nikki's story just embedded in Essentials, because we saw what she was doing. And then there were some other people that were also having the success in Level Up, and it was the consistency of leads, the coaching, like that was what was that difference maker. And so
so good. You guys also offer like financing to help agents in certain scenarios, which is really cool. I think there's a lot we're going to get into. Nikki, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being on today's webinar.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you. Happy teaching and selling.
Oh, thank you.
Get our future insurance agents ready.
That's right.
Amen to that. I love it. Nikki, you're awesome. Thanks so much. So great. Oh my gosh. She's awesome, by the way.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's a real deal.
That shows too that like if you just find a good source and you work hard and you just care about people, because she clearly does. I mean, she's been teaching kids forever. That takes a lot of patience and a big heart.
Yes.
You know, that you can do well in this business. You know, you really can. Yeah, I love it. All right, cool. Well, I enjoyed getting to do that. I appreciate you guys reaching out to have her on, because I was like, man, we need to tell her story. Our audience needs to hear that. And so I'm going to turn it over to you guys to jump in and take it away and show some additional amazing stuff about Level Up.
For sure.
Definitely want to answer, are the leads exclusive? Absolutely, 100%, never resold. I know you heard it before, but we really honestly don't have a way to we don't have a reselling way. It's all generated for you, and it's yours. So Betsy, let's unveil, you know, what we have. We have a lot for this. Is our first time at the CA team.
I know. This is a big day. So here we are with Level Up, and we just wanted to start. Oopsie, I clicked the wrong thing. We just wanted to start by sharing our mission and values, because this is kind of at the heart of everything that we do. Like Cody mentioned, JaVaughn and I are both insurance agency owners, and we are selling insurance. We created this whole thing for our agents. And so even asking, are the leads exclusive? Like, we know what we would want as agents. We know what we want for our agents. And so we just offer that to the whole industry then. But our mission is that we empower agents to become profitable faster by providing leads, sales training, industry coaching, and business systems to guarantee agent success. And then these are our core values. And one that just always stands out to me is excellence. We love to be excellent in everything that we do, and everything that JaVaughn and I do, all of our team does. We want to operate as industry leaders.
Absolutely. And I love innovation. You know, it's the reset button was pushed, guys, when our industry changed and opened up the door to virtual, right? Digital, right? The button got changed. Everyone that was seasoned just became brand new, fresh again. So we were able to look at, what the industry has and put our own stamp on it. And that's fun. We that was just awesome to be able to do, and we did it. So
We sure did. We've got about 700 agents in our community so far, and we're growing very quickly every single week. This is our amazing support team. Just like Spencer said, we couldn't do this all by ourselves, not in any kind of dream world.
not running agencies, running business.
No. So we
people
have, like you said, we have an amazing international team. Everyone just man, we had our staff meeting this morning. People are just excited about what they get to do to help agents. And I think that's what I love so much is our whole culture is really centered around how do we support agents. And man, this is where it all began.
Geez,
like 3 years ago. Oh my Lord.
A lot has changed, Cody. A lot has changed out there, but
Oh my
Dude,
Lord.
you're looking good, JaVaughn. Let's go, man. Looking good.
A lot has changed, man. They didn't even, but we had to start. I was like, what is the image that represents where we first started, where we came from? And this was one I found on Facebook. This is how Betsy and I connected. They said, how do you guys connect? Well, we started marketing thanks to Jordan. Shout out to Jordan Gillum. And we would just literally do debt-free life webinars, talking to people, doing our own marketing, being social, talking to ourselves pretty much. And then we had something called a round table where we just discuss cases. And next thing you know, I needed a PowerPoint for Betsy, and next thing you know, voila, we're on till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, dreaming, visualizing. How can we do this for our agents? How can we do this for our agencies? And it just got bigger and bigger, and here we go. But if
it does. Okay, I gotta say this too. So we started this whole business, okay, and we had never met in person. So like 6 months after we started Level Up, so we started like the beginning of 2021. So 6 months after that, in the summer, we were like, we should probably meet in person. So both of our families drove to Atlanta, and we like had a meal together.
we had a meal.
We had a meal at McAllister's. So that's how.
Oh, you can't go wrong with McAllister's. Great things happen. Success happens at McAllister's. That's what it is.
That's how we met. But you know what? We saw that what we had when we worked together was super special, and hands down, what you guys are seeing is definitely the work of a lot of people behind the scenes and a lot of late night hours of putting in work to make our agents more successful. And thank God we were able to find a platform and be able to duplicate it to where we can literally take on thousands and help do the same thing. So let's get into it.
That's right. So we did just before kind of setting up our next one here. So we started our company back in 2021, and we were kind of figuring out how can we best bring this to our agencies. Tried a lot of things. We're successful at some, we're not successful at others. We tried to learn from all of it. And last year, kind of everything came to a point, and JaVaughn went into beast mode while we were working on the back end stuff. He went and just kind of helped push forward what we see today. So tell us about that, Spence.
Yeah, it was like we what we believe at Level Up is what makes us so different from other marketers, vendors, is that we're not putting something out there that we can't write ourselves. So fourth quarter last year, I closed the door, wrote 100 grand in 100 days. I went to break the system. I went to figure out, I went to record scripts. I, went to record our processes, went to record everything. And when I looked up, it was like, wow, you wrote over 100 grand in 100 days. Like, wow, it works, right? It wasn't just a good week. It wasn't just a few good weeks. And then we duplicated it into our agencies. And this is just off general life leads, right? And was like, okay, why do I feel comfortable, right? Why am I comfortable with presenting options? Why? Because I know what the ad says. I know what the same sales graphics that I use, our community uses. right? So it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to hold this for me. No, we gave everything. We gave the entire thing together on our platform because we recognized that people didn't have lead issues per se. They had training issues, right? They didn't know their upline may not have been in the field, or they're so big now that they don't need to be in the field, but the time has changed. And since the times have changed, they don't have a community that they can lean on for digital sales, right? So we created that and brought that to the forefront after, I made it with my own pen. So that gave the confidence, like, you know what? I know I can do it. I can teach it. I can coach it. I can show you. Now let's do it. So what you're seeing here, and that was why I was so comfortable with letting Nikki know, no, this is the platform we're using. We're not mixing it up. We're not mixing messages. We're not having 20 lead sources. We're going to use this because I know, here's what I just did. This is what just happened. So, and I was very tired. And that was definitely,
you were.
yeah, I was a zombie.
But hey, we've sacrificed, and I know we both have, you have, and it's just awesome to see what's coming from that. It's even funny, it's like my kids are like, Mom, we're like, we see it now. That's pretty awesome to see, kind of even them see it. So here's all of the products that we've come up with. We got leads, we have quoting sites. We're going to share those: unlimited lead, live transfers, coaching, retirement leads, just a lot of different things. So we're going to highlight a couple of these for you here. So about our general life leads. So Spence, this is share with them about your baby.
Yeah. So first and foremost, definitely TCPA compliant, guys. If you don't think that that's real, it is real. 100% real. We target ages 35 and up with general life. And our focal point is life insurance with living benefits. Okay. And understand that these consumers are looking to text, to phone, to email, maybe video, right? So there's a different experience. There's no longer calling them 50 times only, and that's the end of it. You might have to send a text. You might have to send a meme. You might have to send something far. You might have to send a little video intro, right? You might just a lot of variation because we're consuming information totally different than back when leads were analog.
Mm-hmm. And just to get to these are not just, oh, hey, we have a division for final expense and one for that. Like, this is just general life. Like when you get the lead, like you ask the question, you figure out, hey, what is it that they need? Is it final expense? Is it term? Is it a, kids policy? And we do a lot of that training in our system. And in fact, here comes one of our fun parts. We share our ads with the community. And so
before we play it, Betsy, I would like everyone to count how many times our content creator says life insurance. Okay. We just want you to catch how many times, right? Ready, set, let's roll, Betsy. Let's
do it.
This might sound harsh, but stop paying for life insurance that does not include living benefits. Seriously, if the plan that you currently have doesn't have living benefits, just cancel it right now. With our whole life insurance policies, they include living benefits, which means you can access a portion of your death benefit in case anything happens to you while you're alive, like a critical illness, or if you get sick, or if you become disabled, all while building cash value that you can use however you want. You need to protect your family and your financial future. Get a plan with living benefits. All you have to do is tap below to learn more.
come on in the chat. Tell us how many times is there any confusion out there on what we're doing? So when they click that link, that's one thing that we wanted to make sure that the transparency of, like, we're not dealing with gift cards and not dealing with, all the stuff to just get clicks, right? These leads are specifically talking to that person that want to learn more information about living benefits. So if you're an agent and you don't offer living benefits, unfortunately, I'm going to tell you that our sales team will turn you away because we know that you won't be successful, because that is all our messaging for my general life leads. So if you have living benefits as a option for your clients, then definitely please tap in. So
that's right. There's our ads. All right. So now here is where you're going to see all of Nikki's DNA in all of this right here. So level up essentials. So, you know, just like Nikki was saying, hey, I got to get leads consistently. She was getting coaching from JaVaughn I mean, gosh, I know she called you constantly and in a good way, right? That's what we want from our agents. And she was just taking advantage of all the sales support that we have here at, you know, at Level Up. And we just saw that people that were doing that were having success, and people that were not having success. So that just kind of made it clear. So back into the lab we went. That's what we tend to do. And then we said, okay, how can we solve this problem that we see in the industry? And it came down to one thing that we kept hearing, and you probably know it as well.
You guys probably hear it every day. Agents are not able, they're underfunded to be able, they don't have enough money to get good. They don't have enough money to fund their business every week to see. They're like literally that image where they're digging for gold, and they turn around right when they're about to strike the iron hot. And we said, you know what, Betsy, if we all have this problem. I came into the industry with less than $200. I don't even know how I'm still here. Okay. And just the hustle out of this world, you know, and that was the analog days. Okay. So we knew that right now, if we figured out a way that an agent can get just some breathing room to learn, number one, to get leads consistently, to get coaching, to get sales support, to get the exact cadence, to get the like appointments, to get all of that, and they didn't have to worry about the money for a certain amount of time, and then they can really have true business funding regardless of their credit score. How could this not change the industry? And this is why we haven't slept in a few. And
that's why we haven't slept.
That's why we haven't slept, because we solved this problem for our agents. Because I got sick of recruiting people that didn't have any money.
And then we'd like try and say, hey, this is the minimum amount. They'd say they have it, but they still would.
And they still don't have any money.
How can we grow if we're telling people to go and sell furniture to get leads? I mean, I like to sit down in my living room somewhere, you know? So man, coming in, we provide 4 months or 16 weeks of leads. So imagine getting 20 leads a week for 16 weeks in a row. What would that do to your business? 16 weeks of coaching pretty much our coach works with the team every single day of the week. They have dial teams, coaching sessions. So getting that accountability, that support, and then all of the sales support, the resources, the dialer, all the stuff that comes with it, just to basically be like, hey, here it is. You've got to add the work. We can't actually make the dials for you. All right. But if you just add work, this is how you can level up your business. Yep. Anything else there, Spence? No.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better.
It does. It does.
It gets better. So
let's see what's next. Okay, quoting sites. This is a little different, but honestly, it's like kind of what we call it is like two sides of the same coin, right? So you get your consistency in leads, but you know, Spence, we also are agents, right? And we have agents. And at the end of the day, the perfect lead would be the lead that I didn't ever have to pay for.
Yeah.
That would actually be.
Guys, anybody think that we love free leads? Well, guess what? If like Cody's doing, if I can put a source called social media and I can just have them coming in regardless of me paying for it or not, would that not be the best lead? So we said, what tool can be used? What level up tool can we use that I can send my client a link and they can, Betsy, let's show them. We got time. Let's just show them. Like, we can send our client a link to a site like this that's client facing for you. They can put some information in, they can schedule an appointment, they can call me directly, they can click on my social, they can get real quotes from the carriers, actual real life quotes from the carriers.
And so what's cool here, you know, you can put how much coverage you want, what kind of a term period you want, what state you're from, you know, health class, they can decide. So, you know, they might be a little less healthy than they say they are. You know, Nick, all that information, and then you select which carriers you are actually contracted with. So then as it's generating the quotes, they're not going to show quotes for carriers that you're not licensed in, because we set that up on the back end and you select which ones they are. And so now here, boom, okay, I'm contracted with SBLI, AIG. And so it's showing them the prices right here
Or you
before
even
they
talk
even
to
meet
them.
with me.
And as soon as that button clicked, you just got that lead. You just
Ding.
got that lead.
I did,
Ding.
it just came through.
Right? That you have a client on your website searching for life insurance because you're doing Cody's challenge, you're selling socially, you now have a lead that just inquired. And now you, as we're going to go, you can go dive deeper into it, but now it's going to tell you that they applied for it. They want more information about this SBLI policy. Now that conversation is totally different. And guys, we have this in the Level Up community, and no, you don't have to buy leads. You can just get a quoting site. And Betsy, we have something cool for the Askins community.
We do. All right, so let me show you what we got here. So if you are a part of the Cody Askins community and you go to levelup-codyaskins.com, make sure that you go to that website. You can get $25 off for your first year for the quoting site. And
First
so
50.
for the
First 50.
for the first 50. So you got to hop in there quick and grab it. But what's been so amazing is I had an agent that was, she's posting online, she's trying to get people, hey, DM me, send me a message, I'll help you. And we've all done that kind of most of the time. What do we get? Crickets, right? We don't get a whole lot. But all of a sudden it turned to, okay, hey, click this link and check out your quote. Now all of a sudden I see a policy coming through and she's like, Betsy, it came from a quoting site. And I was like, yes. So it just gives people that, action step to where they don't have to call somebody. All they got to do is click, and then they're like, oh, I like what I see. So it takes down that one barrier right there.
We're in the information zone. This is information era right here. We're in the information age. If you're not giving that client more information before speaking to you, they're going to go to the next person. So the Level Up quoting site is designed to make you really give that information up front. There's nothing to hide. We can't change the pricing if we wanted to. So why not give it to them, and then we can just be the advisor that they need us to be. So what else we got, Betsy?
What else do we have? Oh, Jose was asking this in the chat a little bit. I said, wait just a minute. And so
Jose,
here
you got my baby. My baby is here.
Oh man. So Spence and I met mainly because of advanced markets. That's what I specialize in, and I love the advanced markets, and we both love kind of trying to learn about all the things that there are in advanced markets. And so of course we just we had to create some leads for them. I mean, we couldn't just keep it to ourselves. We had to figure out how to share it with the community, right? And so anyways, about our retirement leads. So here we're looking for clients. So of course they're TCPA compliant. We're looking at people that are over 28. And these are people that are looking to actively looking to protect, grow, and save for their retirement. So those are the things that we're looking for in retirement. And so Spence, kind of share a little bit too, like, why do we call them the retirement leads?
Yeah. So we had a lot of back and forth on this. And what we recognized is we don't want agents, and we recognize so many agents, when they think of retirement, they jump straight to the IUL, or they just want annuity leads, or they want debt-free or IBC leads. Okay, well, guess what, guys? If you don't know how to really handle that client might be a IUL, it might be a debt accumulation, it might be so many things, but the ultimate main goal is to retire as tax-free, retire as safely, or protect their retirement. So we wanted to have it to where you're walking in with just your blinders off completely and saying, how can I help everyone in this situation? And what we're recognizing is that with our retirement leads, you typically 1 to 2 opportunities of products if you ask ask enough questions, right? So they might have an old 401k and be wanting to save better this, moving towards retirement this go around, or they might have debt and an old 401k. But if I just have you looking for just the IUL, you're only going to help them with just that, right? So we wanted to show you, what an example is, because again, transparency. Yes, we know it's Cody. Yes, we know that people are going to see this 100,000 views and know our ads, but guess what? we create them every week and show them every single week in our check-in calls. So have at it. This is the one for you. We are definitely want you guys, is worth us for you to know, it's worth it to us for you to know how our ads go, how they're positioned, and why our agents are successful and loving this. So here's one.
I'm going to share a little secret with you that only wealthy people know. Did you know you could protect your family, secure your financial future, and grow your wealth with an indexed universal life insurance policy? Well, yeah, you can. Rich people have been using IULs to get wealthy for years. And with our IULs, you get to choose your investment strategy and how much you put in every single month. IULs offer higher returns and gain compounding interest. They also allow you to borrow money from yourself without paying any taxes. And the absolute best part, our IULs offer living benefits, which protect you while you're alive in case anything happens to you. Like I said, the rich have been using IULs to generate wealth for years. And starting this type of plan is super easy. All you have to do is tap below, fill out the form, and one of our agents will get in contact with you.
Man, give us a rating in the chat. I mean,
this is what we do on our check-in calls. Tell us what you think. Give us a
tell us
rating
what
1
you
to 10.
think. If that lead walked into your CRM, could you help them with something? And if it's horrible, tell us it's horrible. Just you can give us a shot and say it's horrible. I won't read that one.
We can take it. We can take it. All right, awesome. Yeah. So because here they might come in and want an IUL, but I might find out they got some debt, or I might find out they got an old account from an old job. So like I don't want to pigeonhole myself. I want to go in and just be open to whatever the client has. And man, when you start with that mindset, you uncover a lot.
You uncover a lot.
You uncover a lot. And that's what we want to help.
I'm going to share a little secret with
let's keep going on. So we do want to highlight a couple of other things that we have in our program that really support the agent, because the lead is great. The lead is there, but we don't want to just say, hey, here's a lead, have fun with it. Like we have a lot of things that are built around it to support you, the agent, in being successful with Level Up. Here we have some sales training from JaVaughn Spencer himself. So I'm going to brag on JaVaughn for this sales training, because everyone who goes through this is like, oh, this is like the best training on digital leads ever. And so I love to rag on him about that. But honestly, guys, this is truly one of the best trainings. He knocked it out one. I think I was like, that was when we were moving to Hawaii, and he was like, I was on the plane. He said, I finished the videos. So I'm arriving in Hawaii watching these as we're trying to move into a new apartment. But man, these are just so strong. It tells you specifically how to engage with the lead, getting the appointment, in the appointment, everything that you need to know for being successful with these leads. This is here in the sales training. And so what we took was all the questions here. Go ahead. Yeah.
Now, I just want to let it be known, what makes us different is that, guys, you cannot order leads. You cannot buy leads from us unless you go through the sales training, because we want to make sure you're successful. Had you feel that you know it, these are different. And we at least want to have one foundation that, and before you had a conversation or spoken to any of of the leads, you at least have a measurement of how to handle it. All right. So that's one unique thing that, is no place for you just to order online and go there and then just get leads and sit there and figure out, what do I say? How did I get it? You go through this. It's really quick. It's like an hour or so, but I've heard nothing but positive things that's how first week, second week, third week, they're a little bit better because they went through this and knew what to expect. And that was what it was all designed for. Again, I didn't want to recruit 100 people and have to sit there and do the phone scripts over and over. So I was like, let's record it. Let's put it out there. So when our agents come in, hey, go watch these videos. And next thing I was like, wow, our agents can watch it and other agents can. So we just want to definitely make sure you recognize that it's no skipping this step at all. You can't even onboard until you get to the training. And it's very fast, but I think that's what definitely makes us very unique with the whole packaging.
100%. And also, just an answer to a question here, all of our training is just for the leads, not for the products. Here's our coaching. so our coach really just makes a difference, Coach Vinny. So this is him with some of our essentials groups. This is our CRM. We've got booking bots, mobile app, autoresponders, all that fun stuff in our CRM. Sam AI helps book those appointments. It's our booking bot for you. And so it's responding automatically if you're on an airplane, if you're running an appointment, if you're at the grocery store. These are our check-in calls. So Tuesdays at 3 p.m. is when we do the check-in calls for Level Up leads. So this would be you got to be there to be successful.
Gotta
with
be
Level
there.
Up. Mhm.
If someone is not on the Tuesday check-in call, I already know you're not going to be successful, because you're not going to know what the ads are saying that's running, that's generating the leads, and you will be upset. So again, our salespeople, and this is what I wanted, when we met with Cody and the team and Devin, and we just was like, man, it's hard for us to promote because we turn people away too, because we love our name. We don't want someone walking in saying, hey, I can't make Tuesday. Is that going to be a problem? Yeah, you're not going to be successful if you can't join the check-in calls. I already know this. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. I've had too many conversations with having to turn people away because they can't commit to that time. So I just want to be completely transparent and not waste anyone's time, because our sales team is designed to ask those questions, and they will block the coming aboard, because we want, I guess, no cliche, we want the 8%. Right? We want the 8% that's going to do what it takes to be successful. So I just want to, while we're sharing and excited, I sorry to be Debbie Downer, Betsy, but I just got to let it be known that this is a super important part of our success. And most people don't do it. So why not take advantage of the transparency that we're providing, because we know that the agents are more successful knowing and hearing what's being done. And man, it's just awesome to see. So if we figured it out and we're sharing with you, please just listen to us. Like, it's quick. It's typically 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and we share it all. The Thursday calls are awesome. It's focusing on the organic side of the house, using the tools, using the quoting sites. We have other tools that we haven't had access to go over right now, but it's really, really, really good. So yeah.
All right. Yep. And let's see here. So we've got more stuff as well. All right, here. This is awesome. Spence, go through this. How do we compare?
What makes us different? So number one, we're including the telesales training, including the sales coaching, sales presentations. We even get the sales scripts, variations of, the sales scripts that agents are using these leads. We have the automated CRM, so our leads go directly into our CRM. The automation starts, so your calendars are, they can book directly on your calendar, all that. Our biggest complaint, guys, I think Cody asked Nikki, what's the complaint? She didn't give one. So I can tell you my number one complaint of Level Up is, what's it, Betsy? What's our number one complaint?
My leads too fast. Why did all my leads
My leads too fast. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know my leads were going to drop, and I'm not in the office. And we laugh, just to tell you. So we hear so many people don't get their leads, but we get complaints about the leads coming in too quick, because we really, really push a 36-hour fulfillment. Leads are exclusive, never resold. They're yours. People spoke of IMOs. Our pricing remains the same regardless of any contract level. You don't have to be with us or that has nothing to do with anything at all. You can stay where you are, love them, love you. It is great. We offer the financing option. So our financing is called Essentials, Level Up Essentials. We have the financing option. In order to join Level Up, you have to have a 5-state minimum, which is why our lead fulfillment is so fast, because you can't come in. We know that I would rather someone upset that the leads came in too fast than saying, man, I ordered those leads and I never got them. We don't like that conversation. So we have 5-state minimum, and our leads are TCPA compliant. So we just definitely want to make sure we sat back, we spoke to literally so many people that failed at doing this and just took notes on what not to do. And we're really standing on that. So that's the key. So this is one screen, one image that I think sums up a lot. But man, Level Up Essentials, if you're interested, boom, 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 level up Cody Askins. So we know you're in the Cody community. We'll let Cody know who came through. We only want the best that's ready to put in the work. 4 months of leads, 4 months of coaching, 4 months of sales training. It also includes your CRM costs. It also includes local presence. It's literally nothing more for you to come out of pocket to do, but pay your monthly bill. And we have a whole video on the site for you to sit back and learn all about. So that's there.
Then we couldn't leave retirement out though. So we also have, Cody, Level Up Essentials for retirement advisors. So if there's people that, hey, they are, very strong in the advanced market space, we also have essentials for you. This is 3 months worth of leads. You get 12 weeks of leads, 12 weeks of coaching, and 12 months of the sales support. And so, man, we're so excited about this one. It took a while to bake in the lab, but yeah, so levelup-codyaskins.com, and you can hop in, see all about the leads, essentials, retirement, quoting site. And yeah, we just got to show you what that looks like, Cody. That's that video that you made for us with the basketball goal, and we plastered it everywhere. So guys, if you hop into levelup-codyaskins.com, that's what you're going to see. You're in the right place. Scroll down a little bit, click on there, and yeah, check us out. See what we got.
Yeah, we're there. We explain it all. There's no confusion because we want, transparency from onboarding all the way to exiting. So we just want to make sure you guys have access to it all, and it's right there at your fingertips. So boom.
Let's go.
There we did. Whew, we did it.
I love it. Thank you guys so much, man. So good. So good. If you guys have enjoyed today's webinar, let us know in the chat below. Say, man, dude, I like JaVaughn. I like Betsy. I like Level Up. A lot of what we're hearing today. They are like super serious about creating a really transparent, high quality lead for, agents and advisors.
We try. Hey, Fund Me ask a question. What happens after the 4 months? That is a great question. Here is what you do. It is a rinse and repeat.
Do it again.
This is what we just do it again. So when we bring agents on, we say, hey, are you ready to have consistency in your business forever? Here you go.
The part about essentials that's so great, Cody, that was so scary to me is one chargeback would have took me out. I'm head of household, father, husband, for one chargeback, 1 week that I could not buy leads would have wiped me out. And that's what essentials eliminates. It eliminates knowing that every week I get 20 leads a week regardless. And I promise you, they are loaded up to the T's. We had a guy do DJ Dietrich, not just some guy, the guy, 50,000 last month off of just essentials, and he worked. So hopefully what you got from this is it's not the lead, it's the system, right? We started as leads. It's a system, it's the consistency, it's the mindset, and just definitely appreciative to share it, and can't wait to get it out. And if we can help, please tap us. We're both on LinkedIn. We're all around. We're on social. We're on Facebook with our real names. Unlike Nikki, we're going, I can't wait to tease her for that. So tap us. Have a good one. Appreciate you.
Boom. Thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate you doing this.
Thank you,
Thank
Cody.
you,
Appreciate you
for
having us.
You got
Thanks
it.
for all that you do, man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Everybody have an amazing day. I'll post a link one more time so you can check it out. Thank you for being on the webinar. Thanks for hanging out with JaVaughn and Betsy and Level Up and with Cody Askins. I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing week. See you on the next webinar. Adios.